Hi. Okay, so let me just tell you about myself. I'm Jared. Not my whole self, but okay. So I've always been involved with my church. Like my mom's like one of those ladies who's in everything that you can possibly be in at church. So for the first 16 years of my life, I had to be at church like at 8:30 every morning on Sunday, and no one was there except me, and I sat by myself most of the time. But no. And so because I was there so much, like I'd go on like Wednesdays for my mom's Bible study. I went on Mondays for my mom's choir practice. So you'd expect me to find like my friends at church. So like for most of it, my best friends have usually been the people who've been there the most. So the preacher's sons. So for a long time it was Paul. Then he left me, and and I was inconsolable. And then I got a letter saying Kirk's coming, so I was all good. So, so that's where I always find my best friends at camp, at church, So I always bond with them. And so for all my life, I wanted to go to junior high camp ever since my sister went, and church camps in general. So, today's theme is about patience. And so for the longest time, I had to see my sister, go to all these awesome camps and talk to like 80 people on AIM at one time, and I couldn't figure out how she did it. And so you go, and finally I got to go my first year, and I the only one from my church who got to go, or that went, because everyone didn't want to go, from my age. Sorry, I clarify a lot. So I had an amazing time, and from that moment on, at junior high camp my first year, I realized, well, I'm gonna be a counselor, and that took a lot of patience too, because that was at least 5 years, give or take some, because of changes and whatnot. And then I knew I wanted to go to Asian camp, and church always just became my biggest thing. I always wanted to go to camp. I have to wait every year. I have to wait a whole year just to come back to the greatest place on earth. And it just shows me you need that time sometimes. You need that patience, because it just makes your week here so much more worthwhile. I mean, you can see them every week, and I see my church friends every week, and it's awesome. And sometimes it's cool if you see them more than twice or twice a week or something. But when you see these people here, all of us together, it really means a lot. And it just shows this whole year waiting. I've been going crazy for this year for a lot of reasons just to be here. And it just coming on Sunday just made me realize that the wait's worthwhile. So just in your faith and everything, just remember that you might have to wait a while, but it's all good. It'll work out.